LeBron, we've been talking about this in the days leading up to this, and I know you were looking forward to it all week, but what was it like walking in the building? This place went crazy, and you realized I'm actually here for the first time getting to watch my son play.
I think I was a lot more nervous than my son, coming in here and, just being such a surreal moment, for myself, for our family, for Bronny himself. It's pretty cool.
And it's not just that you're getting to see him play for the first time. He is playing, of course, against your old high school, and you've stayed so connected to St. V's. You refurbished their gym. It's now named after you. You provided them with these arenas, with these uniforms that they're wearing against your son tonight. Is it strange cheering against them?
Yeah, absolutely. I told my wife I needed to do, what Steph Curry's mom always do and get to have St. Vincent St. Mary and have Sierra Kane jersey for this game. But my heart is always going to be with St. V. Coach Drew is like a father to me, a father figure. He taught me so much, not only about the game of basketball, but about life and what it means to be a young man off the floor. So I'm always going to be indebted with St. V and Coach Drew. And, it's just, like I said, it's like full circle that I'm here in my home state. My son is here with his high school playing my alma mater, and all my guys from my high school, the Fab Five, is here tonight as well. So it's crazy.
You kept using words the last couple of days like surreal, emotional, and the fact that you are here with your guys. You had dinner before this game with all your old teammates. It's like a homecoming.
It is a homecoming. We don't get to spend as much time as we would like to, but anytime we get back together, we pick it off right where we left off. So, to have my guys here, to see Coach Drew, to see, St. Vincent St. Mary and the fans here, and then to see Sierra Kane and my son, it's just, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That's how cool it is. It just doesn't make sense.
Now, I mentioned this is the first game you've gotten to see in person. I've seen you after games. You've got the phone out. You've got the iPad out. You're streaming. You got your feet in a bucket of ice, and you're still watching your son. I've heard that you scream on the team plane, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, he's watching another game of his kid. How different is it getting to actually be here? And now you are still yelling, but he can hear you this time.
No, he can't hear me. Hopefully I'm not too loud, and I'm distracting him from what the main thing is, and that's just trying to win. So. But I'm just so proud of, not only Bronny, but Bryce and Zuri, my three kids. We just try to raise them the right way to be, like I said, great in the community, be great to their teammates or classmates or whatever the case may be, and, represent the James name, with the utmost respect, to everybody. So, like I said, it's an honor for us to even be here. It's an honor for myself to have my family here and for us to be watching such a beautiful game.
But people who are watching you on the broadcast, they're seeing what people who have seen you when your son plays at AAU already know, which is your dad. You do all the sports dad things. You yell, you encourage, you do all of those things. Do you ever feel self-conscious that because you're LeBron James, getting up and yelling and doing all the regular dad stuff?
Absolutely not. Because it's all about support for me, and it's all about the love of the game too. Without the game of basketball, I wouldn't be here. Obviously, my son wouldn't be here. Our family in this position. The game has given me so much. I feel like it's my obligation and my duty to give the game back with all the energy and all the excitement and, giving my son pointers and him giving me inspiration. He's motivating me tonight. So, watching him tonight, I can't wait to go and play tomorrow.
I am going to tell on you to America, though, because I know that you have had to apologize to your mother since you started being courtside at your son's games. Would you like to tell people why you've had to apologize to Gloria?
Yeah, I had to apologize to my mom because when I was growing up playing AAU ball, my mom used to be one of the loudest people in the stands. I'm talking about going crazy at my opponents, going crazy at the referees, going crazy at my own coach and teammates. And I used to be like, Mom, you got to sit down. What are you doing, Mom? Like, you're embarrassing me. It's Mom. I'm looking to you right now. My mom's actually here, so yeah, I've told her to her face, I apologize. I know exactly how it feels to be a parent, watching your kid play. So, yeah, I've apologized.
And you know how your son feels, too, being the center of attention. And he's just a freshman. He's earned raves from his teammates and coaches about how he plays his role. He's a team-first player, looks to make the pass, looks to make the right play. But you know as a parent how much attention is on him. What have you told him about handling and balancing being LeBron James Jr., but also being a kid?
Nah, I mean, we don't even talk about, what it means to be LeBron James Jr. From early on, we've been calling him Bronny for a long time. Obviously, we know what that's short for, but he's his own identity. Same with Bryce, same with Zuri. It's our job in the household to prepare them for life and prepare them for when they walk outside our door to know what's coming or try to be prepared for. When he's playing the game of basketball, all we care about is how, I'll tell him every time before we go out and play hard, have fun, be a great teammate, and everything else take care of itself. So what we're most proud about is how, when parents come up to us and say how well mannered and how well spoken our kids are, that makes us ecstatic. And they say, Miss Bronny is so, he's so nice to my kid, our kids, and Bryce is so nice to our kids, and Zuri, she's so great. That's what makes us proud more than anything. The basketball court for Bronny and Bryce, the gymnastics for Zuri, that's extra credit, for us, but, it's definitely fun along the way.
What are the things at this point in his career, because he's now in high school, it's much more big time, what does he ask you about the most? What kind of advice does he seek from you?
You know what? If you got a teenage kid, they really don't ask for much. They don't really say much. You got to take it to them at this point. He's usually, back home playing Fortnite, listening to music, talking to his friends. So I just try to drop a few gems on him, on a weekly basis, either if I'm at home or if I'm on the road. Just continue to let him know how proud I am of him. Make sure that he always look out for his little brother and his little sister because they're looking up to him, and that's what's most important. So, but you got to go to them. In their teenage years, I figured out you got to go to them if you want to give them some knowledge.
There's kids all over America thinking, well, if LeBron James was my dad, I'd be asking him basketball advice every day. But it doesn't work like that when it's your kid.
It don't work like that when you're the dad.
All right, well, good luck in the second half. I know you were not able.
LeBron James is the best high school basketball player I have ever seen.
Look out, people. He's the truth.
This guy's got it all. Is this too much, or is it too much pressure for you?
There's no pressure. For me to have the opportunity to go watch my son play.
Ronnie throws it down.
And also versus my alma mater. Come full circle, unbelievable.
LeBron's son Bronny and Sierra Canyon face off against his dad's high school alma mater, St. Vincent St. Mary's, tonight. LeBron balled out in high school, leading the Fighting Irish to 3 state championships. He also won Ohio's Mr. Basketball each of his last 3 seasons and won Gatorade Player of the Year twice. More Rachel Nichols on the second. She's joining us from Columbus. In the meantime,
let's get some college basketball in then. In the meantime, Wake Forest hosting number 23 Xavier on Saturday. 2:30 to go in the game. Xavier down 5. Paul Scruggs. Xavier down 2. Now down 4. Quentin Gooden dishing to Scruggs, who drains another 3. Not the prettiest one. Doesn't matter. It counts. They trail by 1. 37 seconds left. Brandon Childress drives off the glass and in. Wake back up 3 on the next possession. Scruggs making a nice move in the paint. He's going to answer. 30 points for him in this contest. 7 seconds left. Xavier. Last opportunity. Good one with the 3. Ooh, back rim. Wake Forest upsetting number 23 Xavier 80-78.
all right, we're going to go back to LeBron and the James family. A very emotional night for them as we say hello to Rachel Nichols from Columbus, Ohio. Rachel, what are LeBron's plans for tonight?
Well, the plan, Tony, was to take a private plane from Miami, where he would leave his team. They were headed to Atlanta. He was headed up here to Columbus, Ohio. He was going to meet up with his old high school teammates. All the old St. Vincent St. Mary's guys were coming to town, and the plan was to have a big group reunion dinner, and then they are expected to be here in time for tip-off. Of course, his wife, Savannah, is going to be here as well with dozens of family members and friends. It's going to be a real group affair. And look, LeBron told me that the original hope was to have this at his old high school in Akron. He actually refurbished the gym there, and it's named after him. But there was just too much interest in this game. The arena that we're in now is the Columbus Blue Jackets arena. It seats 19,000 people. Tony, they're expecting about 13,000 people to be here tonight.
I mean, it looks jam-packed from what we're seeing right here. But Rachel, why is this so important for him to be there?
Well, LeBron always says he certainly appreciates his NBA career. He knows how lucky and fortunate he has been. But when you are an NBA player, you don't get to do a lot of the regular dad things that other dads get to do. So this is his son Bronny's freshman year in high school, getting to play high school basketball. And LeBron has been watching him from an iPad, like in locker rooms in Denver and Texas and team planes and team buses. He hasn't been able to go to a single one of Bronny's games. So just getting to be here tonight, to be in the building to watch his son, feels special to him. And then, of course, it is against his old high school team. He really understands the weight of this. He's used words like emotional, surreal, full circle. You know, it was just this past week that marked 17 years to the day since LeBron himself played on ESPN on national TV for the first time. And he says that, look, seeing his 15-year-old son now out on that court, it's amazing. It's like a human equivalent of seeing your past march up and down in front of you. And I got to be honest, for me too, Tony, it feels surreal also. I first met and interviewed LeBron when he was a senior in high school at St. Vincent St. Mary, and I was my